From the rising of the sun to its going down, the Lord's name is to be praised. Let us open our hearts to his presence and listen for his voice in the stillness of this evening hour. Our evening sacrifice, the Desire of Ages, chapter 53, the last journey from Galilee, August 25. Dear Lord and Father of mankind, forgive our foolish ways. Reclothe us in our rightful mind, in purer lives thy service find. In deeper reverence praise, in deeper reverence praise. This chapter is based on Luke 9:51 to 56, Luke 10:1 to 24. And it came to pass, when the time was come that he should be received up, he steadfastly set his face to go to Jerusalem, and sent messengers before his face. And they went and entered into a village of the Samaritans to make ready for him. And they did not receive him, because his face was as though he would go to Jerusalem. Luke 9, verse 51 to 53. As the close of his ministry drew near, there was a change in Christ's manner of labor. Heretofore he had sought to shun excitement and publicity. He had refused the homage of the people and had passed quickly from place to place when the popular enthusiasm in his favor seemed kindling beyond control. Again and again he had commanded that none should declare him to be the Christ. At the time of the Feast of Tabernacles, his journey to Jerusalem was made swiftly and secretly. When urged by his brothers to present himself publicly as the Messiah, his answer was, "My time is not yet come." John 7, verse 6. He made his way to Jerusalem unobserved and entered the city unannounced and unhonored by the multitude. But not so with his last journey. He had left Jerusalem for a season because of the malice of the priests and rabbis. But he now set out to return, traveling in the most public manner, by a circuitous route, and preceded by such an announcement of his coming as he had never made before. He was going forward to the scene of his great sacrifice, and to this the attention of the people must be directed. As Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. John 3, verse 14. As the eyes of all Israel had been directed to the uplifted serpent, the symbol appointed for their healing, so all eyes must be drawn to Christ, the sacrifice that brought salvation to the lost world. It was a false conception of the Messiah's work and a lack of faith in the divine character of Jesus that had led his brothers to urge him to present himself publicly to the people at the Feast of Tabernacles. Now, in a spirit akin to this, the disciples would have prevented him from making the journey to Jerusalem. They remembered his words concerning what was to befall him there. They knew the deadly hostility of the religious leaders, and they would fain have dissuaded their master from going thither. This passage was taken from The Desire of Ages, page 485 to 486. Pacific Press Publishing Association, copyright 2005, or Evening Sacrifice, August 25th. I encourage you to connect with God and receive strength to overcome obstacles each day. Thank you for listening. Please join us tomorrow as we offer up our evening sacrifice.